The Fracture, Karbala's Shadow, How Shia Islam Broke from Sunnis. AZLAN ADNAN, turn on the news, March 2026. Houthi drones streak over Riyadh. Iranian-backed militias patrol Baghdad. Hezbollah and Israel trade fire on the Lebanese border. The pattern is instant, Shia versus Sunni. But what if it's not just religion? What if it's grief, 14 centuries old, still bleeding into missiles, militias, and maps? This book traces that fracture from Karbala, 680 CE, where Husayn ibn Ali, grandson of the Prophet, refused to bow to tyranny and died in the dust. From that tragedy grew two worlds, one built on consensus, the other on divine bloodline. Imams hidden in shadows, Taqiyya as shield. Then in 1501, a teenage king on a red horse turned Persia Shia. Grief became nation, patience became power. Today, proxy wars, bombed walls, family dinners that turn tense. Yet shared prayers, quiet kindnesses, and kids drawing stick figures on rubble remind us the divide is loud in headlines, soft in homes. This isn't a sermon. It's a story of memory, survival, and the rules blood wrote. From Karbala's plain to Sana's streets, the ghosts march, but so do the living. Read it, share it, understand why history still whispers and why it matters. About the author, AZLAN ADNAN, M.A., is a Malaysian writer, philosopher, public intellectual, and socio-political commentator whose work has long sought to bridge the gap between misunderstood faiths and everyday readers. Born and raised in Malaysia, a nation where Islam shapes daily life yet sits beside vibrant pluralism, he first encountered the religion not as doctrine, but as lived reality. Friday prayers in kampung mosques, Ramadan bazaars, and the quiet debates of elders over what true Islam meant. That curiosity never faded. He holds a master's in international business and management from the University of Westminster in London, but his real education came outside classrooms, through years of reading primary sources, interviewing imams and scholars across Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, and training in journalism to sharpen his eye for nuance. AZLAN is no cleric, seminary graduate. He doesn't claim divine authority. He approaches Islam as a historian, a storyteller, and a skeptic who refuses easy answers. His writing is grounded in facts, not fatwas, always asking, what did people actually do? Why did they do it? And how does that echo today? This journey began with Public Perception versus Ideal of Islam, where he dismantled media stereotypes and colonial hangovers, showing how Islam's ideals, peace, justice, knowledge, get buried under headlines. That book spread quietly but steadily, earning praise from academics and mosques alike for its refusal to preach. He followed with History of Islam, from Revelation to Renaissance, a panoramic sweep from Mecca's caves to Andalusia's libraries. Written in plain, story-like prose, it let non-Muslims see Islam as a civilizing force. Science, art, tolerance, without ignoring the wars and politics. Readers called it the book they wish they'd had in school. Then came Islam in Russia, Faith That Learned to Hide and Hum, his deepest dive yet, a portrait of Muslims who survived Tsars, Soviets, and Putin without breaking. From Tatar Khanates to Chechen trenches, he traced how Islam bent, whispered, and endured, drawing on archives, survivor interviews, and on-the-ground reporting in Moscow and Kazan. The book went viral on YouTube for the trailer and landed on Z Library's top shelves, proving even hidden stories can roar. Now, with The Fracture, Karbala's Shadow, How Shia Islam Broke from Sunni, AZLAN turns to the oldest wound in the Ummah. Why Karbala? Why 12 Imams? Why Iran's sudden Shia turn in 1501? He has spent the last 2 years poring over Arabic chronicles, Persian poetry, and modern fatwas, not to pick sides, but to explain why this divide still fuels wars from Yemen to Lebanon. AZLAN doesn't write for scholars who already know. He writes for the curious, the Muslim who wonders why family gatherings turn tense over Shia or Sunni, the Westerner who hears sectarian and thinks terror, the seeker who wants history, not hate. He lives in Kampung Sungai Kayu Ara, lectures occasionally, and still seeks answers because the questions keep coming. In short, AZLAN ADNAN isn't an expert by degree. He's an expert by obsession, by reading until dawn, by listening until he understands, by writing until the truth shows itself. And in this book, he asks you to do the same. Why I give my books away. AZLAN is not here to get rich off words. When he finishes a book like Public Perception versus Ideal of Islam, History of Islam from Revelation to Renaissance, or Islam in Russia, it goes straight into the public domain. No copyright hold, no paywall, no buy now button. Download it from Telegram, Z Library, Facebook groups, wherever. Copy it, share it, quote it. That's his pledge, straight from his writer's manifesto. Every book I write enters the public domain the moment it is finished. No royalties, no gatekeeping. Why? Because ideas aren't his to hoard. Islam taught him that. Knowledge is a trust from Allah, meant for everyone, not a commodity. The Quran wasn't sold. It was recited, memorized, and spread freely. The Prophet's teachings weren't trademarked. Publishers often lock Islamic texts behind prices most cannot pay, turning wisdom into elite property. That bugs him. If his writing helps someone rethink stereotypes about Islam, or see Russia's hidden ummah, or grasp why the Shia-Sunni split still hurts, great. But only if it's open. Spread it freely. Help someone else along their path. That's the chain. Voluntary contributions are welcome, max 5% of monthly earnings like T. Harv Eker's Fifth Jar, but only for solidarity, not obligation. Whatever comes his way goes to eye treatments. Vision has been fading, but is slowly returning. Keep the rest. Keep the chain moving. No guilt, no pressure. This isn't business. It's a quiet revolution. Build new systems so old ones fade. Leave the world better. And if that means his books end up on phones in kampungs or libraries in Moscow, without a dime to him, perfect. That's how truth travels.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.